What's good, everybody? It's the boy KD, Kumano the Don here, bringing you a different sort of video. This isn't riding solo. No. We going back in the days with this one. You know what I'm saying? We doing top 12. We doing a top 12 video. And as you can tell from the title, this is top 12 video games that your boy the Don, Kumano, considers his top. All right? So, just so you can know, now these games aren't something that's in a particular order, whereas this game beats out this game per se. Okay, some of the games on this list, they in that spot because that's where they belong. Whereas other ones are more so they hold a place in my heart, and so they just fell in the list at that spot. All right, so just wanted to let you guys know that shit right there. So let's go ahead and get into the list. With the first video on this list coming in at number 12, I've been talking about it over on the Twitch channel, so if you're watching me over there, you done heard me discuss it. I've been contemplating whether I want to stream it or whether I want to do an episodic thing of it over here on YouTube, and that's going to be Risen. That's right, the original Risen. It's made by Piranha Byte. It's kind of in the series of the Gothic games, the Gothica, whatever it's called, games. I haven't played none of those. I need to check those out because, you know, they got good reviews back in the days. But Risen came out in about 2008, 2009. Risen is always going to hold a special place in my heart. Now, in all honesty, it could have made this list higher, not because of the quality of game that it is, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a good game, but it holds a special place in my heart for the simple fact of the time spent in this game. So, yeah, Risen is gonna take the number 12 spot. All right. Then coming in at number 11. All right, it's gonna be cause the boy the Don got them hands for you. It's gonna be Fight Night Round 3. Okay. Now, Fight Night Round 3 that came out. When that came out, me and the boys would sit back and play it on the GameCube, all right? So just imagine sore fingers, sore thumbs, all of that good stuff there. And we would sit back and we would play this game all day in the career mode and all of that stuff there. So it's good times with this game. Again, it's another one of them games that hold a special place in your boy's heart, all right? So going into number 10, we got Super Mario World 64. Let's go. Who remembers Super Mario World 64? All right. Now, look, listen. If you're younger, you probably never got to experience Super Mario World 64. But as the recording of this video, the Super Mario 30-year anniversary pack is about to come out on the Switch, and Super Mario 64 is going to be included in that. So you might actually get a chance to play it, but I'm talking about the original on the actual N64 system. Okay, that's the game that I logged in so many hours with Super Mario because I've been down with Super Mario since the beginning. Alright, but it was just a simple fact that Super Mario 64 gave you that 3D feel. You know what I'm saying? And the world was so immersive to me. Alright, and probably the others. So Super Mario World 64 comes in at the number 10 spot. Alright. Now, going into number 9. Now this game, I'm not too fond of games like this. Like, well, I ain't gonna say I'm not too fond of it. It's just that they not my go-to. All right, but this game in particular, when it dropped, it gave me such good feels, and like I was able to get what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the 2 cars that I actually want in real life. I still don't got them cars. In which this game is Midnight Club Dub Edition 3. The remix, all right? Yo, it gave me my Cadillac Escalade and my Chrysler 300 that I wanted the exact way I wanted them to look. I wanted them to be midnight blue with gold trim and gold rims. Now, I know to some of y'all that's probably tacky. I get it. But to me, it was the most beautiful thing in the world. I had them souped up. I spent a lot of time playing this game on the original Xbox. That's right. The original Xbox. That's why I'm the Don. Okay, that's why I'm the Don of this cartel, because I'm an OG. I've been playing games for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So yeah, all right. Now going in to number 8. Now this is a game that actually gets featured across both platforms here on YouTube and on Twitch. It's gonna be Ark. Now, I know what you're saying. You're like, wait, so you got an episodic show over here on YouTube and you stream it over on Twitch, but it makes your list at number 8? Like I said, it's not about the placement of it. Even though I want to say Ark is probably in its right place at number 8 if I was to just rearrange these into an order where they actually fit at from best to worst or something of that nature. But Ark is more so one of them games where at the point in time when I got into Ark, there was a lot of games not really out that I was really into. You know what I'm saying? Like I was sticking with some of my older games. Like I was going back and replaying them because newer games just wasn't hitting home for me. So I needed something new and something different. And some people had told me that if I like Pokemon, I would like Ark. Some people told me that if I like other games, I would like Ark. And so I was like, all right, let me go ahead and give Ark a try. And I did. And I got to say, I've been playing Ark ever since. So number 8 is going to be Ark. All right. Coming in at number 7. Now, a lot of people really haven't heard of this game, in which it shocks the hell out of me because when I bring it up to people, people are like, what? This game is called Raw 2. It's come from the WWE, WWF at the time, Raw 2. This is, I want to say, right after WCW was bought out by the WWE. And so they wanted to include their people in this game. And so it had Goldberg, it had Booker T. It had quite a cast of people in this game. And the thing about Raw 2, of course, you know, it's a wrestling game, but this one was more in, you know, more immersed, okay, because you can actually do stuff and progress a storyline for your character per se, so your beef actually made sense when you actually had to fight this person in, you know, in the story mode. So I really enjoyed that, and I really wish these WWE games that's coming out now would actually bring this mechanic back, because the few mechanic in these games have not lived up to Raw 2. So damn it, I want a Raw 3 or something of that nature, or bring this kind of mechanic back where I can sneak and hit somebody in the head, you know, set them up a trap. Or, you know what I'm saying, I can get my Mac on backstage with a lady and then somebody can come hating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to build my stuff up. But yeah, so Raw 2 is at number 7. All right, and next we're going to have, this one is a classic in the fighter community, okay? And when I say classic, now, no, it ain't as classic as something like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. No, this one is a classic because if you're an anime fan, you definitely played this game and you enjoy the series of this game. And it's going to be Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi E2. That's right. I handed out so much ass whoopings with this game. Yes, yes, yes. I would sit in the house like this. The hood would come in. Everybody would sign up for the ass whooping from your boy, and I would tell everybody, you know what? I'm going to the store. You all sit down and practice, man. Get y'all game up, and when I get back, I'll continue whooping y'all ass. And it would go like that all day long. Android 17, Super Android 17 was the homie, okay? He was the one wrecking shop for me. Everybody knew it. So yeah, this game, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2, it definitely is one of my top favorite games of all time, okay? Just because of that fact. But moving on, all right, going into number 5. This is the top 5 now, guys. Now, this one, in this category, from here on up, things are definitely in the right order for me, okay, in terms of what I think is better than the other one, all right? And so number 5 is going to be Gears of War. No particular number. Well, if I had to give it a particular number, I would say 1 through 3. Because 4 and 5 been lackluster for me. I still like it. Because I love Gears. Gears is probably something that really got me back into shooters because I have fell out of shooters. But yeah, it just 4 and 5 don't sit well with me. 1 through 3, it tells a perfect fucking story is what it does. Okay, that's what 1 through 3 do, and I think 3 ended correctly. If they wanted to do 4, if they wanted to continue the story, they could have did it where it was like 20 years in the future, and the protagonist, not the protagonist, the antagonist came back to try to get some vengeance or something of that nature. But Gears of War, if I had to pick a number that was my absolute favorite, I would probably say 3 because, like I said, not only did the story end correctly, um, it gave you new characters that fit their role very well. And Horde for me was just completely awesome. Like I love the maps and the way that it was did. So Gears of War gonna take the number 5 spot. All right. So the next one is going to be Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Now, I know it's gonna be some people that's like, wait, this should be number 1 on your list. I don't even know what number 1 is, but this should be number 1 on your list. Listen. Legend of Zelda has always been one of my favorite games to play. I've been playing Legend of Zelda for a long time since it was pixelated. All right, had no color to it. Okay, all right. So yeah, Legend of Zelda it definitely fits in with me. But Ocarina of Time is the one that came in and it held specialness in my it holds specialness in my heart because of it got me through a depressing time back then when it came out. I'm not gonna get into detail what everything was, but stuff was depressing for me, and so it made me feel like it filled the void that was there. So yeah, it could have been number 1 in all honesty just because of what it did, but I put it at number 4 because this is about right compared to the other games that are from the list. Well, actually, no. Actually, no. It actually could have swapped places with what's going to be number 3, Skyrim. Now, I know a lot of people can say I put Skyrim over Legend of Zelda, especially Ocarina of Time. Um, Let me tell you why. Skyrim came along and it did its deed. Okay, it did what it was supposed to do for me. It came in and it gave me an aspect of a RPG that I've been wanting for years, in which that was true pick, true control over how you build your character. Now, I'm pretty sure there were probably other games like this. Matter of fact, Risen was a game similar to that, but Skyrim gave you definitely more control over it because if you wanted to be a battle mage, well, guess what? You can be a battle mage. If you wanted to be a spell knight, you could be a spell knight. If you wanted to be a straight up warrior, there's a whole list of ways you can be a warrior. It was diverse and huge and open world, and that's what I absolutely loved about it. Uh, from the game, and it looked it so good, and even in remastered it looks good, and to this day I still play Skyrim, and all honestly I'll play any of these games on this list. um so but Skyrim is definitely something like if I'm just feeling like I don't want to do nothing else, I'm gonna play Skyrim, and I can get lost in Skyrim for months, just playing the game over again, especially if you want to include mods that makes the game even more beautiful than what it is. But yeah, so Skyrim is number 3. All right. Uh, Now I'm gonna do honorable mentions now, just for the simple fact because the last two they they are greatness to me. Okay, to me they are greatness. I just want you guys to know that shit. All right, those games they're greatness. So I'm gonna do the honorable mentions right now. Uh, Honorable mention coming in at 13 is Chrono Trigger. If you don't know what Chrono Trigger is, it came out back on the I want to say it was the SNES, Super Nintendo. I believe that's when it first came out. Chrono Trigger was another one of them RPG games that gave you a different mechanic, and I don't know of another RPG game that actually gives you such control, if you will, where it's not so much that you get to pick the way that you what kind of character you want to be, because no, it has its cast. You know what I'm saying? But you can play as that cast and switch them out, kind of like Final Fantasy was. But alternate endings, like you had, like, I want to probably say there were probably about at least 10, 15 alternate endings that you could have had with Chrono Trigger. You can end the game super early, or you can be playing for ever. That's just how the alternate endings went with Chrono Trigger, and I absolutely loved that aspect, and I spent so much time with it. And I probably came over about maybe 7 or 8 alternate endings, but I've watched people play it, and they come up with different endings than I had. So Chrono Trigger to this day will still hold up and tell you a great damn story and give you loads of playtime and replayability. So yeah, that was number 13. Then it's Mega Man X Command Mission. Anybody that ever played a Mega Man game, whether it's Battle Network or any of the other games at all, you know Mega Man always been a good game, especially Mega Man being a good character. And the game's always told you a pretty good story too. But Mega Man X Command Mission came out on PlayStation and GameCube, and I had it on the GameCube, so it was for me. I loved it. I loved it because it had that Final Fantasy, that turn-based style, where it also gave you 3D, as was it had my boy Zero in it. So you know my boy Zero, and I get to see him slash up. Now the only thing that I hated about it was the fact that I couldn't play with Zero the whole entire damn time like I wanted to, because he's the homie. But you know, it gave me lots and lots of play hours. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna go load it up after this, because you know it gave me good times. But yeah, then at number 15 is gonna be Sims 2. All right, Sims 2 come in at 15 because I like Sims in general. Because I played up to Sims 3. I haven't played 4, but Sims 2. The reason Sims 2 has this spot is because one, Sims 2 was my introduction to Sims. Two, somebody put me on Sims 2, and they actually gave me the games. And so that, because of that person, is the reason why it got ranked so high up. Uh, but yeah, so Sims 2 was number 15. Those are honorable mentions. All right, so now let's go into the top 2, because in all honesty, these games, they can swap out just how 3 and 4 could have swapped out. Number 2 is going to be Pokemon. All right. In all honesty, any of the Pokemon games. I'm not going to bullshit with you. I may talk smack about any of these, you know, some of the Pokemon games, but any of the Pokemon games fall in this spot. But the one specifically in which that I'm thinking of is Generation 4 with Platinum. Yep, Platinum. Platinum is the better version in Generation 4 because it's the game that gives you everything. Okay, it's the better story. It's the better version, as well as it has the. I'm not gonna say the best box art. Well, yeah, it's the best box art legendary, because you know, like, even in his shiny form, Giratina is such a beast, and he looks so damn good. But yeah, Generation 4, man, oh man, it has so many of my favorite Pokemon coming from it. It gave me Lucario. It gave me Infernape. Right here in the heart. Those are my homies. As well as, I have to say, that was the first generation where I absolutely loved the whole starter line. Like, you got Turtwig, you got Piplup, and they whole line. Like, I was like, yo, I can pick anybody and I'd be happy with who I got. Because I'm one of them guys that, hey, I like design. Like, if your design is shitty, I'm not going to want to play with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a damn what your stats is. You know, if you look horrible, I'm not playing with you. All right, so yeah, Generation 4, man. And then it's the generation that has the most legendary Pokemon in it. And I love that fact. You know, you get Darkrai. Oh my God, Darkrai. Listen, I know wait, did Darkrai make my top 12 favorite Pokemon list? I don't even know. He might be was honorable mention. But either way, Darkrai, he's up there. He's up there. Like, you don't not sleep. Well, actually, you will sleep on Darkrai because Darkrai gives you no option. You will sleep. All right, you will sleep on the boy Darkrai. Number 2, Pokemon Generation 4 Platinum. All right, and number 1, people don't know about this, comes from the Tales series, Tales of Symphonia. Yeah, that one right there. Both of them actually. Both of those games. Tales of Symphonia. At the time that I got into it, it mesmerized me. It mesmerized me, and I can replay that game over and over and over and over again. It's just so damn good. And Lloyd Irvin, he is me. In all honesty, like I can't fucking lie to you. Lloyd Irvin is me. All right. The dual swords, that's always what I thought of myself. When anytime that I wanted to be a fantasy character, I always thought of myself of holding dual blades. All right. So yeah, and his attacks, like he's self-taught. His attacks are something that I would come up with. So I instantly felt the connection to Lloyd as soon as I saw that. And then you have Emil. Emil is that, like, you can connect with Emil because we all got that bit of shy nature about us, to where we're a bit timid, and you know, we're not really going to speak up all of the time, because it's going to be that one, maybe 2 people that you're going to be like, you know what, it's not even worth it. I'm not even going to go there with you, because they take stuff to the extreme so much. And so I connected with him too. But Tales of Symphonia in whole was just Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. They both are my number ones because I fucking love them. I fucking love them. Like, there's no way to get around it. But yeah, guys, though, that is my top 12 list of favorite video games that comes from my heart. Like I said, they're not ranked particularly in order, where one beat out the other one per se, but you know, those are mine. You guys, let me know what your, you know, some of your top favorite games. You know, you ain't got to give me top 12. You know, you can give me, you know, top 3, top 5, top 10 if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You know, let me know down in the comment section below. You know, and I'll try to interact with you if I can, if I get to see it, if I get to lay eyes on it. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. So just remember, be you, go hard, remain happy, and keep a smile on your face. Because if you don't have that, I guarantee you, find you a game that's on this list and load it up, play it, and I guarantee you, before long, you'll have the biggest smile on your face of all. But I'll see you guys next time, man. Peace out.